All right. Peace, 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 family. This is your brother Yosef, and I'm back with another video. I'm back on YouTube with another video. Can you believe that? Peace and blessings to everybody. It's been a while since I've been back on YouTube. Um, like I said, I usually be on my Patreon, but it's been a minute since I've been back on YouTube, family. Back to give y'all some more information. All right. And today's information is going to challenge you a little bit mentally because some people don't really understand what I'm trying to say, right? And they only can see it from a religious perspective. So that's why a lot of people think I'm wrong, right? And y'all know how I do my videos. I don't care if somebody think I'm wrong or right. I'm here to just share information. You decide for yourself whether it's right or wrong, right? So I need everybody to put away their religious mindset and just try to process what I'm going to say, right? About the Messiah. Okay, so we can get to the nitty gritty of it. I definitely want to thank everybody for coming to the event we had. It was a beautiful event on July 8th of last weekend. The turnout was better than I expected. It was a lot of love in the room, a lot of good people. Shout out to Sister D Ray and Brother Dreamwise for they having their baby reveal. Shout out to them on that. Yeah, and it's so dope. You know what I'm saying? It's so dope. You know what I'm saying? And I'm only saying that because I believe they put up the videos on that already. But it was just a beautiful time, everybody. It got a chance to meet once again a lot of beautiful people. A lot of people showed a lot of love. I received a lot of gifts. And more importantly, I got to help a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I love doing is helping. And, just sharing the energy, sharing the love. And there was a lot of that in the room. All right? So thank you guys for coming out. There will be more events in the future. I'm not sure where I'll do them at, where they'll be at, but, I'll figure something out. But there will be more events in the future. And yeah, we just gonna keep growing and evolving. You know what I'm saying, family? Also, I want y'all to check out my website for the New Life Tools Tribal Ministries. Our clothing line is back. We're doing a different thing with our clothing line now. So you guys can check that out. Don't even ask me what this is. If you're in my Patreon, don't even ask me what this is. Patreon members know what that is. Don't even ask me what that is. But we do have our clothing line as well. Tribology. We take it to another level. So, with that being said, family, let's jump into this topic. I think I went over everything. Let's jump into this topic, and let's talk about this topic of the Messiah. So, I think I'm going to call this video "Messiah Sees the Messiah." Many are called, few are chosen. Many are called, but few are chosen. All right, we're going to get into that information, all right? So, to start this video out, family, I want to say this. This topic I'm talking about is actually very dangerous, okay? Especially talking about it from the perspective that I'm talking about it from, because I'm not going to say that a lot of people don't know the true information of the Messiah, but people don't really understand what the Messiah is. I'm going to break that down to help you understand yourself more as a Messiah seed or as a Christ seed or a Messiah type anointed seed. I've heard so many different. We're not talking about star seeds. This is not star seed information. This is Messiah seed information. All right. A Messiah means the anointed one. Okay. So we're going to talk about all of you anointed people out there. Believe it or not, a lot of you who watching this video are anointed and touched by, whether you want to call it the Most High, the Creator, whatever you want to call it, your spiritual parents, whatever. A lot of you guys watching this video are anointed, and you're part of the whole chosen family, right? Some people just playing around. Some people just playing, play, make believe. They just playing around just to make money or to make themselves look good or whatever it is, right? They're not really heavy into the spiritual work to evolve themselves, right? So this topic is very dangerous because you must understand, family, they're always looking for the Messiah. right? I actually waited a long time to do this video, right? But they're always looking for the Messiah family, right? They're always looking for this entity, this Messiah person, right? They have computers looking for it. They have AI looking for it. They have literal government agencies. Y'all know about a COINTELPRO. Stop the rise of a what? A black Messiah, right? They're afraid. They are afraid of a Messiah coming that's going to change the world. They want to shut this person down, stop this person. I believe this person is very real. I've said this before in many videos. I believe the Messiah is very real. And I believe that he or she, all right, I'll just be fair here, he or she could be here now, right? Could be here now, right? And I believe that they are here now. And when the time is right, you know, the Messiah fully appears, family. You know, when the time is right, they reveal themselves. The Messiah always appears when there's no more hope. Okay, when everything seems lost, when the people have lost their way, right? The Messiah comes to kind of guide the people back towards a certain direction. The Messiah energy is not about salvation. Let me repeat that. The Messiah energy is not about salvation for the world. I want you guys to understand that. So, like I said, some people are going to come with a religious mindset and think, oh, the Messiah is going to come and save people. No, that's not what the true science of the Messiah information is about. It's not about a person coming to save you. The Messiah comes to give you the correct information to save yourself, right? So I want you guys to understand first, this is a dangerous topic. They don't want nobody really giving away true facts or information about how the Messiah is going to come, or what the Messiah information is really about, or even teaching Messiah seeds, because they are very attacked, and we'll get into that, right? So once again, it was never about saving people. It's about teaching people how to save themselves, right? And that Messiah person will be an example to the world that people can follow to understand how they should live and how they should be, right? So when the true Messiah comes, right, please understand that, and I do believe he's going to come out of North America. When the true Messiah comes, you got to understand that the Messiah will teach his main message, family, will be teaching people how to overcome karma. That will be his main message. It's not going to be, oh, love everybody, love your neighbor, love your children, love it. People know how to love already. There's still love in the world. People know how to love, right? We haven't lost the way of what love is. What we have lost our way on is, are we doing the correct things that line up with the laws of the universe? Or are we doing the wrong things? Right? We're not talking about good and evil here. We're talking about, are you living your life with the correct principles? Right? So he's going to create a new way to evolve, a new spiritual way to evolve that's going to be based on living a certain lifestyle, living principles, right? Living through Dharma, okay? Erasing your karma by living certain more levels of morality and certain principles, right? Spiritual principles and life principles. So treating animals a certain way, treating your neighbor a certain way, treating your family a certain way, and most importantly, treating yourself a certain way, right? It starts with self first. So don't get it twisted, family. The Messiah is not coming to save people and take them to heaven. The Messiah is coming as an example to teach a brand new way in spirituality that hasn't fully been developed yet. But this person has already evolved himself in another timeline, right? We're going to get to the nitty gritty. They have evolved themselves already in another timeline, and they're going to come teach that information here and be the savior here in this timeline, right? Just like when you guys evolve, you will be commissioned to go to another timeline to help people. In case you didn't know that, you will be commissioned. Some of us has come back to this world, but we weren't actually from this world. We must understand. Some of us come back to this world to help people grow, evolve, to help the animals, to help different things, right? Some of us come back, but everybody wasn't from this planet. Some people were from parallel universes, different timelines. Some of us from the future, right? Some of us came from different variations of different worlds to actually help, right? And this Messiah is going to come from a futuristic timeline to help us move into the next dimension correctly, okay? So that's what his main teaching principles will be about. Morality, defeating karma through dharma. So his main job, really, if you want to put it down, is to eradicate karma. He wants to eradicate karma, which means that the people won't make as many mistakes if they live certain principles. A lot of people wonder, man, I keep making this mistake. I keep doing this over and over. Why do I keep doing this? It's because you're not living principles. You don't have a system where you can follow certain principles and live by those principles. You just live in life. I told you guys before, one of my favorite systems to follow is Taoism, right? I love the principles of Taoism. I also love the principles of Kabbalah, right? So some people just living, and they don't hold themselves to a certain standard. They call themselves, oh my God, I'm a God, I'm a God, and they don't live by no principles, right? Meaning that they think, oh, I can just do whatever I want to do. Don't you know you hold yourself liable? Your higher self will hold you liable for the things you do. It's just a fact, family. Right? I know that's my statement. That's one of my statements right there. I'm thinking about making a shirt on it. It's a fact, family. Right? It's funny. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is, family. Now, because of all of the agents of chaos and confusion on this planet, because of all the agents of chaos and the agents of confusion on this planet, many people will not believe in this so-called Messiah when he shows up, right? Because of all the elements that we have in this world of chaos, right? And I'm watching my words because they may shut this video down, right? But y'all know what I mean, chaos and confusion. Y'all know what I mean. Use a common sense, you'll know what I mean, right? So with these elements of chaos and confusion, they are creating more karma for humans and taking us backwards, right? We are de-evolving. We are going backwards. Or some of us are staying in a stagnant position because of all of this elements of chaos. And I'm seeing it in spirituality. In spirituality, some of us are stuck. We're stuck on one thing and we're stuck and we won't move forward past nothing else. It's because of the elements of chaos and or agents of chaos, and also because of certain elements of confusion that people purposely put out there. You guys really think the government don't got people that they pay on YouTube spiritually to put out false information about spirituality? Of course they do. Come on now. If they're gonna create a whole organization to watch black people, they're gonna create a whole organization just to watch black people because they're scared of a Messiah coming. You think they won't think that a Messiah may pop up on YouTube and start teaching? They watching out for all that, y'all. So with that being said, people got to be very careful because there are many agents of chaos in the spiritual community, in the health community, in many communities that are putting out false information, but because they got certain power elements, they'll make it look like they know what they're saying. You got to be careful. You got to live by certain principles, which will teach you how to judge things accordingly, so you know what's going on in the world. Right? So because of that, a lot of people are going to ignore the teachings of this so-called Messiah when he pops up. Right? A lot of people ignore the teaching of this person when he pops up because of the elements of chaos and confusion that's been put into the internet, been put in people's mind about what they think they are and what's happening. Okay? Now, the Messiah seeds, who are also the anointed ones, who will also be future messiahs of different timelines, these Messiah seeds will naturally follow this person's message. They will naturally follow this person's message. And They will do it because deep in their soul, they know that this person's telling the truth. They know that this person's giving the correct information, and they're naturally going to follow heed to this person's information, right? So I don't believe that this so-called person Messiah, when he comes out, that he'll actually say who he is or even tell people who he is, because that will put the agents on him, the government, right? I think over time people will just know without him even saying it. People will just know and understand over time based on the miracles he'll be able to perform, the way he'll be able to help people, right, and change people's lives. I think people will kind of know him from that. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, the Messiah seeds, the true Messiah seeds, will naturally follow this person's thing because they're going to want to deal with evolution. It's naturally inside of them, right? It's naturally inside of them to hear this message, right? To hear this message. And let's just say that the Messiah seeds are part of the Messiah's soul family, right? The Messiah's soul family. Okay, let's look at it like that as well. So they're going to know when their family member is calling, when they know they should line up and help spread the message, that same message this person is spreading, right? So the Messiah information, y'all, is very secretive and very powerful and very dangerous because they don't even want the Messiah seeds to know who they are. They don't want you guys to know who you are, right? The Messiah seeds, because you guys are the forerunners. You guys are the John the Baptist before this figure shows up. You guys are going to be sending out certain levels of information, preaching certain information, giving out the game, right? That's what a Messiah seed will do, right? I consider myself a Messiah seed, right? That's what the Messiah seed will do until this so-called Christ figure pop up. Let me rephrase. Let me make that clear. I consider myself a Messiah seed, not the Messiah. A Messiah seed, right? That's what I consider myself. I consider myself one of the John the Baptists that's preparing the way and opening the door for this energy and trying to wake up other Messiah seeds. Hey, brothers and sisters, y'all need to wake up, right? That's what I consider myself. I ain't no Messiah. We've all seen the dangers of when people in the world have called themselves messiahs. And we had white people call themselves messiahs. They all got locked up or killed, right? They all got put in jail or killed. We have black people call themselves messiahs. They all got locked up and killed. Even Asian people in Asia who called themselves certain messiahs have been locked up and killed. Now, if you're black and you haven't studied certain people like Martin Luther King was it all started because of him. They thought he was the Messiah. They went ahead and took him out. Malcolm X, they thought he was the Messiah. They went ahead and took him out. Then you got people like going back all the way back to Marcus Garvey, right? Then you got people like Khalid Muhammad. They was afraid of him. They took him out, right? You got people like Yahweh Ben Yahweh. They took him out. He called himself the Messiah. He was in jail. They took him out. You see what I'm saying? They don't play like when you call yourself things like that. Malachi Z. York, they took him out. Anybody that even say those words and you call yourself that, they're going to watch you immediately and they're going to take you out. There's people recently who said that and they locked up today. I ain't going to say no names, but there's certain people who have said that in their message that they are the Messiah and they locked up today. So they are very afraid. The elites are they tremble. They're very afraid of this person coming. And please understand, this person is not about black unity and all that stuff. I could say this because I'm a black man. I'm a what people consider black. I consider myself indigenous, but what people consider black, right? People consider me black, so I could say this, but I'm just be honest. Like a lot of people, what we think is like a person being a leader in the community, it doesn't mean that they're a Messiah. Like they know already that Farrakhan is not the Messiah, right? He does great work. He's helped the community in many ways, but they know he's not the Messiah, right? So anybody coming up that starts preaching black unity and black this, they know that person's not really the Messiah because the Messiah is coming differently. He's gonna come, and I do believe he will be a person of melanated stature because they know something that they ain't telling people. That's why they're looking at us. They not looking at us for no reason. They know why. The tribe of Judah and who the tribe of Judah is. They know these things, right? They know who the tribe of Judah is. So they know that out of the tribe of Judah will come this Messiah, right? We will birth one, right? And they believe that anybody calling themselves that, they're not even gonna take their time on you. They can go ahead and just take you out. Okay? They can go ahead and just take you out because they're not here to play. You know what I'm saying? The government's not here to play. So everybody has to be careful with that and understand that this is something that makes them tremble. This whole Messiah thing. And you need to every man and every woman must measure their own heart and must look inside themselves and see, are they being honest with themselves and seeing who they really are. Because some of you guys the world is waiting for some of y'all. The Messiah seeds can do things as well to change the world, right? But some of y'all sleeping in y'all gifts. Some of y'all are sleeping in y'all gifts, right? The Messiah seeds themselves, as they grow and develop, if you hear a lot of their stories, they have very sad stories, right? So some Messiah seeds may be millionaires in the future, and they can tell you some sad stories. Some of them may be great authors, great musicians, right? And they can tell you all these sad stories because the Messiah seeds are the most attacked. Because they're afraid that, maybe you could be him, or you could be she. They even dealing with the woman now. She could be him. She could be the Messiah, right? And they're afraid. So if you display certain aspects of the Messiah, right, and then they're gonna definitely try to attack you. So this is why your life could be pretty rough. And if you're a Messiah seed, it could be pretty rough. You're gonna come from a lot of hardship and struggle, right? But that's okay because you're supposed to overcome that. You're already a baby Messiah, and you're going to be a future Messiah in another timeline. It's just the facts, right? So that's what that is, family. So you're going to be attacked by dark forces all the time, and it's not going to get easier. You're just going to get stronger, right? You're going to learn how to use your power. You're going to learn how to have a mystic mind, right? And for those who are waiting for that, I think we should have it up. I think in the coming week we should have up the actual lecture itself. All right. So these so-called Messiah seeds, family, have already reached enlightenment in other timelines, and they've only come back to help this Messiah, which he will do in another timeline with one of us. Right? We will all come back and help each other until the whole universe is living out certain principles. That's why I tell y'all, it don't matter how negative a person is, how much they messed up in his life, everybody will have a chance to evolve and grow. Everybody will have the chance to evolve themselves into their true nature. Right? Everybody. So there's duality down here in the third dimension. And in the third dimension, there will always be duality. But we will merge with the source, right? We will merge with source as you grow and develop. That's why over the past year and a half, I've fully committed myself to just being a person of the light. And I don't get into the debate, light is darkness and dark. It's true, yeah. Right? But you got to understand, on different levels, everything has a different level to it, right? Everything has a different level to it. So I live the path of the light. That is what I live. You know what I'm saying? I used to be middle path and try to get both energies on both sides, and I just stayed true to my nature. So please don't think I did that for a religious reason or for a reason I was scared or no, I'd had to go at who I really was inside of my heart. Right? Some of y'all saying y'all left hand path, but in y'all heart, that's not who y'all are. And you know that's not who you are. You just think that's where you need to be. Because somebody bothering you. Somebody messing with you. Right? Somebody hurts you. So you think you need to be there because you're going through trauma. But once you overcome all that trauma, you can see yourself and you done loved on yourself. And we went over that in the conference. Once you done loved on yourself and you done took time with yourself and you know who you are, then you choose a side. Yes, down here, we know the truth. There is no such thing really as a side. But because of our humanity, and because of the dimension you live in, you got to choose one down here. It's just the truth. You got to choose a side down here. Right? It's just how things go. You don't get to choose. Like, I mean, you don't get to you know, you don't get to be both. You can, but it can lead to a level of confusion. Right? The most powerful spiritual teachers I've ever seen are on sides. I've seen some super powerful spiritual teachers on the left hand side I haven't even told nobody about. I've met and seen some powerful spiritual teachers on the right hand side. Down here, the most powerful people I know are not middle pathers. They are either on one side because they know how the fight is down here. There's a fight down here. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You live in this world. There's a fight between the darkness and the light down here because there's duality. If you guys understand what I'm saying. So I like to live the path of light. I like to, I know I'm a forerunner for whoever this person may be in the future. I feel connected already to this person. I feel connected to my future. I feel connected to you guys, you know? And my goal and ambition in life is to spread light. Spread the light. You know what I'm saying? Spread the true light. And evolve everyone. Right? Evolve everyone. Right? To what is, right? See, when you're dealing with the darkness, you have to call it light. There's confusion there. I shouldn't have said that because that could go to a whole nother topic, right? But when you deal with the darkness, you have to say, oh, darkness is light you can't see. You have to try to understand it. But the light is the light. You can lose your mind on the darkness. You can also lose your mind in the light. So on whatever side you choose, family, because I already said that both paths are a path to enlightenment, but I don't teach the left-hand path no more. That's why if you guys go on my YouTube channel, I took down the video, how to evolve in the left-hand path. I took it down. All right, that's been taken down. But now my teachings are more about evolution and mystical teachings, all right? So hope you guys enjoyed this information. I want to give you guys, and I will go deeper in this probably in my Patreon, but I want you guys to think about what I said here about, we talked about what the Messiah is. We talked about the purpose of the Messiah. When he comes, what's going to be his purpose. We talked about what he's going to teach. Okay, we talked about the confusion, right? That is the chaos, the agents of chaos and confusion that causes people to be confused about life and confused about spirituality and who they are, right? You shouldn't be confused about who you are. You should look in the mirror first physically. You shouldn't be confused, right? So you should know who you are. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say too much because I don't want this video to get cut off. But y'all know what I'm talking about, right? We know who the agents of confusion are, right? So we have to be honest with ourselves and not get caught up in these things, right? You know who you are. Spend some time with yourself, love on yourself, and watch yourself evolve and grow, all right? It's Brother Yosef. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want more, you can go to my Patreon, where we talk about some of everything on my Patreon. I do small lectures on my Patreon. Also, don't forget the merch family. I love you guys, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Peace.